Does this sound like your current state right now? Late nights, submission deadlines, binge drinking, parties, and therefore, the next morning? Any event, and the first casualty is always sleep. Once your deadlines are over and done with, and the years roll by, late nights give way to going to bed early and perhaps better quality of sleep, as typified in those quintessential 20s versus 30s blogs and videos? Maybe not. And you will be surprised, or maybe even not so surprised, to know that sleep deprivation is no longer a thing of teenagers and young adults high on hormones of youth, but has reached a, wait for it, pandemic status. What? Just when we thought we were dealing with just one global pandemic? Hey Insomniacs, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is about to give you a rundown on the global problem of sleep deprivation and, in the true spirit of light at the end of the tunnel, show you how you can get around this problem, in case you or somebody you know of is grappling with this issue of sleep deprivation. So, the wise have always told us that we need 8 hours of sound sleep, which is also corroborated by present-day psychologists. We do need about 7 to 9 hours of sound sleep. And it's not just the hours of sleep, but the time of sleep that also matters. It's during the first half of the night that you get to enter the most of what is called Stage 3 non-REM. REM stands for rapid eye movement. In this stage, you sleep deeply, without your eyes moving behind the eyelids. Then, of course, there is the REM sleep, which is so called because of the side-to-side movement of the eyes behind the closed eyelids. Quality sleep alternates through the night between REM sleep and non-REM sleep. Sleep follows a circadian rhythm, or a rhythm that is based on a 24-hour cycle. With the end of daylight, melatonin produced from the pineal gland in the brain starts to go up and gradually brings about a feeling of sleepiness. Likewise, daylight brings melatonin down. Do you now get why late nights and working graveyard shifts aren't a good idea? In simple words, early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise, is a maxim that is true to every word. Sleep deprivation now has reached a pandemic status because it has now surpassed not just age groups, but also nationalities. No prizes for guessing why. A few decades ago, it was perhaps only drinking and partying late into the night, or working a night shift that would cause sleep deprivation. Those were essentially choices that people would make. Today, with availability of round-the-clock entertainment thanks to the internet and mobile phones, staying up late is almost a lifestyle and perceived as a normal phenomenon. The blue lights from our screens and the increased screen times do no good to our circadian rhythms either. As per a 2020 study titled Sleep and Sleep Disorders, conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly 1 in 3 Americans are not getting the sleep that they need. Globally, the metric is about 45% of the population. Needless to say, this can become the cause of a plethora of chronic health troubles like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, anxiety, depression. Phew! And mind you, this isn't just a bad thing for the people who aren't sleeping. It affects all of us. We don't need science to tell us that sleep deprivation affects cognitive function, decision-making, and reduces our attention span. We all have experienced a day of fatigue that follows after a night of poor or no sleep. And what could happen when those who are chronically sleep-deprived drive cars, fly planes, work as healthcare professionals, or work in high-risk industries? As per a study in 2017 on the economic costs of insufficient sleep, the losses to the economy are estimated at about $608 billion across 5 countries of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It is about $400 billion for the United States alone, and $60 billion for Germany. A similarly titled study conducted in Australia in the year 2006 had pegged the direct and indirect costs of sleep disorders at about 1% of the country's gross domestic product. A study on workplace productivity loss in the year 2010 attempted to put a number on the loss of working hours due to absence from work caused by loss of sleep. And here is what this study had to say. 10 million working hours in a year in the US, nearly 5 million working hours in a year in Japan, and about 1.7 million working hours in a year in Germany. The numbers on the loss of productivity for the United States is pegged at about $1,300 to $3,000 per employee per year. It goes without saying that lesser sleep means more people report sick, and therefore lead to increased healthcare costs too. One of the factors in the recent past that has helped and continues to help us know more about sleep problems and sleep deprivation results in the proliferation of wearable devices such as smartwatches and fitness trackers. The real-time data that they provide enables a larger population to be studied and provides more robust data. Could then the same wearable devices also come to our rescue? The answer perhaps is a resounding yes. The enormous and ever-growing sleep crisis has in fact spawned a new industry called sleep technology, or simply sleep tech. Somnox Sleep Robot. Designed like a cute and cuddly pillow which you can cling onto as you go to bed, this robot adapts to your breathing and produces soothing music and white noise along with gentle breathing movements. Breathing along helps the user relax and sleep better. This is also customizable with an app. Philips Nightbalance. Designed specifically for those suffering from obstructive sleep apnea, this is strapped at the chest. This simple aid gives a vibration alert to shift off one's back and onto one's side. 2-Breathe Sleep Inducer. A wearable sensor strapped around the abdomen is connected to a smartphone app by Bluetooth. Based on your breathing pattern, an audio guide guides the user to breathe as per a pattern. The audio guide auto-shuts after the user falls asleep. The app generates a sleep report the next morning. Sleep Shepherd Blue. This wearable headband has a built-in EEG or brainwave monitoring system, along with a binaural beat system. It detects the brainwaves and plays audio tones of different pitches across both ears, which reduces the frequency of brainwaves to those closer to sleep. Eventually, the brain calms down and the user falls asleep. It also tracks and monitors your sleep. Dreem Headband. Similar to the Sleep Shepherd Blue, it detects brain currents and plays audio that is conducted through the skull, down to the ear canals, eliminating the need for earphones. Fischer Wallace Stimulator. A simple electric stimulator that delivers a mild current to the brain by 2 sponge electrodes attached to the temples. This current is believed to stimulate happy hormones in the brain and is known to improve sleep. Interestingly, this therapy is approved by the United States Food and Drug Administration. SR1 Delta Sleeper. This is an electromagnetic impulse generator that uses pulsed electromagnetic field technology to deliver electromagnetic impulses to the brain. Only, it's actually placed on the chest near the collarbone, and the impulses are delivered to a bundle of nerves that go all the way up to the brain. The device is eponymous with the slow delta waves of deep sleep. The impulses sort of mimic these brain waves and induce sleep. Dodow. Spelled D-O-D-O-W, no, this is not the bird that is now extinct. This device projects a halo of soothing blue light on the ceiling. The device synchronizes the pulsing of the light along with the user's breathing. Eventually, as the user's breathing gets synchronized, the user then slowly breathes along with the pulsing of the light. This slows down the rate of breath and induces sleep. Dreamate Sleep Aid. This wearable wristband massages 3 acupressure points on the user's wrist. When used at bedtime, it brings about a sense of relaxation by improving blood circulation and relaxing the muscles. Glow to Sleep Mask. Resembling a pair of swimming goggles, this glow-in-the-dark mask is worn around the eyes immediately after exposing it to light. Besides blocking out all light, it lets the user focus on 4 blue glowing strips that help the user feel relaxed and fall asleep faster. Rise and Shine Light. The LED in this uses patented technology to stimulate the twilight of sunrise and sunset. It thus mimics nature's way of telling us that it's time to retire and switch off. It can also be used as an alarm clock. Beddit Sleep Monitor. This little monitor needs to be placed beneath your bedsheet. Connected to a smartphone app, this then tracks your sleep time, quality, snoring, and heart rate. What's unique in that, you may ask? The cool thing here is that a smart alarm wakes you at the time of your lightest sleep. So no more getting angry and hitting snooze. These are just some of the sleep aids that the sleep tech industry offers us. It doesn't seem like sleep troubles are going to go away anytime soon. So we can definitely expect a lot more cool stuff like this that will hopefully help us sleep better and help us wake up more refreshed. So yes, do keep watching this space to know more about such amazing and cool lifestyle gadgets. Think you can benefit from this video? Do give us a like. It encourages us to come out with much more stuff. And also do subscribe to our channel. Before we sign off, hope you aren't watching this video during bedtime. Well, if you are, then quickly like this video, subscribe to us, and put aside your device and get some good sleep. Ciao!